Welcome to the Inner Circle. This is a brand new episode with Rio, and today I do have a superstar, a mega superstar called Lala. And yeah, Lala, thank you so much for taking the time out to hang out with us today at the Inner Circle. And we want to know a little bit about you and what you've been up to, and just tell us a little bit about Lala and Chief and any other name that you've used in the past.
Well, hello, Rio.
Yeah.
How do we look at it? So I do go by Chief now, Lala. I'm a player for Guards. I am the IGL, the owner, and I try to keep the team, fit and good enough so I go into tournaments and competitions.
Wow. Okay, so you are the IGL of Old Guards.
Yes, I am the IGL.
You are also the owner of Old Guards. All right. So before Old Guards, what were you up to? Like, what team did you play for before Old Guard?
I played for numerous teams before Old Guards. A lot of teams. I really cannot mention like all of them. But if I were to start, I'll start from the beginning. I was just, a classic player, just like anyone else, you understand?
Yeah.
So just boarding classes, learning bootcamp as usual, and just enjoying myself, you understand? So I suddenly just, got hit up by the leader then of ASAP gods and I just said, well, why not? At first I'll skip star about it. I was like, well, do I want to do this? Because you don't exactly know what it is. So it was just really weird. It was just somehow, I guess. I was like, well, let me just give it a shot. And then I think at that same point, the second season of NBA was about to start. And I was like, well, let me just, give it a try.
Yeah.
I was just going in for the first time. Then I came into this team and there were a bunch of guys, a lot of guys in the team. Well, apparently, I was, even me without the experience, somehow actually had way more experience than them. So I literally just came into the team and then I became the IGL of the team. It was just a natural gift for me. I should just say that. So when I came in, I saw the team I was like, well, there's a lot I can improve on in the team. That I became the IGL of the team then in ASAP Gods. And I think that's where the journey really began from it. ASAP Gods, I remember the very first game, taking out Shell Shock and all, and then everyone went crazy. It was really crazy, honestly.
Yeah.
And moving on from there, I went to Mafians, then just went. Was a little bit challenging. It was very challenging. Then I went to Citizens. Then that's changed from Outbreak. But Citizens was like more. That was the first organization I joined. It was very nice actually. I was like, wow, so this is how it is, because I was really expecting that pay though, like to really talk about money. So to be honest, I was waiting for it, but then it wasn't coming at all. And then I was like, well, I think things are not exactly working so good, because I think at that point the team was like still branding, trying to get things going and all. But then I didn't have patience. Yeah, I felt like the way I was, I actually had what it takes to, challenge for the top, or challenge to be the best or something. But always had in my mind that if I'm playing this game, then I better be the best at this. That's literally my mentality. In every game I play, I try to be, even if I'm joking, even if I'm like, just messing around, goofing around with people, I still try to keep that very solid mentality, that solid mindset that I'm going into this game and I want to win this game and I want to do well in this game. That's literally my mentality going on. And then from Citizens, what team did I join? I went to the Ghanaian scenes. Yeah, the PUBG Ghana. I joined the team for a little while before and then going to LXG. When LXG was also another org I joined. It was pretty good there. That was where I really I was really with a competitive team.
That's NXG.
Yeah, and that was where I won my very first tournament, which was the LAN events, the Neko event. So it was very smooth. It was easy. It was like a tournament that we knew that, okay, we're going to play this to win this. There's no other.
You had the dental squad with you. You had, I think you said
that. Okay. So the outside squad was like, we're really strong. Yes, it was Jesse. I mean, if you look at Jesse, there's my Jesse there.
There was also Pauline's too.
Yeah, exactly. Jesse, Rasta was there. I remember Rasta was
Orisha.
Thank you, Reigns. Thank you. So they were like the most challenging team, but then at the same time we're like, well, we're going into this and we're 100% going to win this. Like, there was no doubt at all. And then when we went into the game, I think the very start, it was a bit shaky, but then, like, it turned it over. The cue tool was same outsiders. Well, so it was reminded to run early from the fight. And that's it. They ended up still winning the game. And then from there, we're like, I'm going to win this. And then won another game again. I'm like, oh, this is one, like, for sure. So from there, it was, I like to explore, to be honest. And which is bad to an extent, but at the same time, yeah, I just feel like sometimes I just need to be very comfortable in my own place. That's why right now apparently we hold guys with a team that I know that I'm comfortable with.
Yeah.
Because I don't like to be in a team that is like too aggressive or too
passive, so too serious.
I mean, it's not bad, but like when you're crazy serious, it's just like that's not bad. But when you're you need to remember that when you're playing just esports game,
Yeah.
when you're playing this game and you're trying to go for some money or some cash, you can't just be all serious.
Yeah.
Because if you're all dead serious, then for sure everyone is just gonna be like, everyone in your team will just not gonna have that fun. Because you saw that fun in playing the game before you can then win events and tournaments, and then also have that mentality. Mentality is everything. So
Mentality is everything.
it's everything. You can be extremely poor at the game and then have a strong mentality. So going into a game with that strong mentality and you see yourself, guys are better than you. So it's all about the mentality, literally. So right now we're all guys and we see that I love a bunch of my teammates, Manga, Funky, who else? That's a Pedri, yeah. There are players they actually left the game, like they've actually left the game, literally. So when this NPL was about to start, I was like, guys, also, would you guys like, I'm not actually, they texted me actually, one of them texted me and I was like, yo bro, what's up, would you like to like register to me? Because I was registered. I was like, bro, it's almost late so long. And it was like, bro, just give me a shot. So I went on and I registered the tournament. The bunch of guys, I left the game for like a year, literally, wow, yeah. So we just went to the tournament, it was just NPL what they were never playing like we're never practicing, that's all. Wow. So it was just NPL and they were like, okay, we have just a few games. Like right now, we're still trying to figure shit out. We're still trying to figure everything out. Yeah, so we're just like, we have just a few games to like figure everything out to the finals. We're still actually on that phase. This is like the last super weekend for birds. Yes. And right now, if we both get it right, then for sure the final is going to be like a lot shaky for us. Yeah. So we're just trying to like get the team to like, to have each player strong individually themselves, and to have that mindset. Because me personally, I know I have that mindset. So if I as a leader, I have my people, or let's say I can't say my people, my teammates, my playmates, in my team, like I have a good mindset, I have a certain mindset, I'm going to again with it. They also have to have that mindset because a man alone can't do the whole work. Yeah. You can't go as a solo one and you want to like win the whole lot himself possible. He needs to have a teamwork, he needs to have a team. So
have the same drivers. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So I'm trying to, pitch into them, but yo guys, this team is doing better than us, fine, no problem. But you know what we can do? We can still top the table.
And you guys top the table. You guys top the table for league. I think league play at
Super Weekend.
Yeah, week 1.
Yeah,
you guys were on top of the table, and I don't know how you guys did it. You guys came from 14-7 down to number 1. I don't know. It was a rapid climb, like.
Yeah, in the league play, like I said, we're trying to figure things out. So that was like the team just came together, yeah. So in the league play, what we try to do is we try to play in a way whereby we're just free-minded. We need to find our play, you understand?
Yeah.
So we didn't exactly play so well. We're like 11s out of 16s. I think 16s was like the last course to qualify in.
Yeah.
So we're like 11s. And then I was like, well, we just built a little bit of synergy on that. So we went to the weekend and then we're like, let's just play. And I think we're like 5th or 6th place after day 1. And then day 2, we had 2 very bad games. Like, we had 0 points on each game. And then the last 2 games are like, come on. And I'm really going to let these guys just be on top of us. It's not possible. Yeah. So we just went in there and then we just slapped everybody out.
So where do you guys see your team in the next, I don't want to say 5 years, but I'm just going to put it on 3 years. Where do you see your team in the next 3 years? What do you guys see yourself doing? Do you see yourself living that whole lavish esports, professional player lifestyle, superstars everywhere, first class tickets everywhere, international team vibe? Or do you guys just see yourself just to do what you're doing, having fun and hoping that everything is going to work out? Do you have any plan as to how to improve on your branding, how to seek out for more sponsorship, and what the vision of Old Guard is? Because Old Guard is, for me, in my opinion, is a very old team. I don't think there's anybody in the PUBG Mobile esports scene that don't know about Old Guard or who you are. So let us know, as the leader of Old Guard, what the plan for Old Guard is.
Okay, so right now, yeah, like I said to you, I was here about vibes, to come out for vibes. But then, like, what you said is actually making sense, because at the very end of it all, they went to get into that competitive scene, yeah? The first thing that comes to your mind, or when you go online to like check out like events or PUBG, you first look at all these, top G's in the game, and then you're like, I want to get this up here.
And the next few years, for being a professional team that is good at what they do, in terms of getting the wins and stuff like that. So what are you looking at when it comes to sponsorship, partnership? Is Old Guard open for partnership? Are you guys open for sponsorship? Because you never can tell. Sponsors can be watching right now. So seeing you guys, Old Guard, seeing you talk about the commitment, the effort of your team, you never can tell.
I mean, of course it is for sponsorship.
You guys are open for business.
Of course it is. I mean, like, this is the one thing that really makes me see sports forward, that really keeps us professional as we are.
Yeah.
And for sure, we're just, we're not just playing as per fine, like, everyone is okay, everyone is like, it's not like we're, hungry or anything.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, for it to be professional, you need to, have a system.
Yeah.
A system or a certain organization that, like, helps with things, that helps move you forward. To work with all these guys, talk about different organization, literally any company or anything that was sponsor us looking for sure, we're actually open for business.
That's one for
100%.
Wow. Are you guys looking at getting into merchandising? Because you guys are all top players, and you guys can be as well rocking your brand and have sponsors on your brand, or everything being paid for. So what are you looking at in that space?
Okay, so branding for sure, like, is essential. Literally, because when you actually wear that merchandise here, it will represent. It shows that you're representing something. It represents the platform. For example, like when you are in a national TV, so it shows that you're a representative of 1080. Literally. So what you actually said is okay, and I'll actually look into, like, creating a proper structure that actually fits the Old Guards. Any grade or something of black, it was something very nice and beautiful. And I know people show up green vibe. Yeah, the green is, it's our country color, you understand? So we love our country. You got
And again, I'm also going to be getting into this very, very funny aspect of esports, relationship. How are you able to maintain your relationship, and not just your with your partners, with your family too as well? Like, definitely I know that you do have somebody there, in terms of somebody that you care about, that you really want to carry along with you, and you do have your family too as well. And we know that our game is usually live and online. There's no way to pause PUBG Mobile. Once you are live, you are live. So how do you handle relationship, talking to people, and not being antisocial? Because people tag gamers as antisocial people. We don't have time for people. We're always locked up in our rooms. We're always trying to just, connect with our friends only, and we block everybody else from calling us. We put our phones on D&D. Do people get mad when you do that, or how do you handle such situation?
Everything is all about timing and, like, having a structure or something. Like, for example, you don't just play this, you don't just play this game morning. That's for sure. You have, like, how many hours? You have so many hours to work, like, let's say from the morning to evening to work, and then you can, play your game. The game doesn't take all day, and then after your game, for sure, you can, like, socialize. Even on weekends, you can socialize. That whole day you're going for work, instead you just socialize and everything. So for me personally, I know exactly how to, like, structure it would be. Because personally for me, I happen to be kind of person that I travel a lot. Like I said, not exactly the long distance travel. I go from Lagos to the States and back and forth. So I for almost every week, literally. And so I can do that. Like, I go to the station, I can come back today, and then I'm still,
able to
ready to perform.
You're able to manage your time.
Everyone's able to manage that. At the same time, like, it doesn't stop anything for you. Like, for example, I'm here today with my amazing, my beautiful, girlfriend. Like, right there, and yes, I'm not personally, like, it doesn't, it's like, so obvious.
As long as the person understands, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's difficult for you to get a girl that understands you and your profession. No matter how much we try to say that it doesn't consume our time, when we get into a game, sometimes it takes like 3 hours stretch bam, one time, 3 hours. You don't have time for yourself, your family, your loved ones for the next 2 hours, 30 minutes. For me, a lot of calls can come in around that time and I have to explain. And a lot of people too say that they have to explain. Sometimes they just have to be like, well, if they don't understand, they don't understand. So do you ever get called when you are playing games and do people get mad that you don't respond to their text, their calls? And how do you explain to them afterwards? Or you just decide to just be like, well,
I was there when I started, when I was still living with my parents, my family, and all my parents. I remember one very crazy night. When I was in LXG, and then that Meko qualifying into the finals. Yeah. They won a game because we actually bought some. Like, we're not top seed. I think top seed means in the finals. So there was this one game that really won. I was really mad. So, you know, the aggression, not like the aggression, but the happiness in this sort of like aggressive level. Yeah, we used to like let's go, that kind of thing. Yeah. But I literally looked to my left and I saw my dad just standing beside me, looking at me. Oh my god, like, what are you doing? Where did it go? And shouting loud, like, what's going on? I'm like, you can't understand. So I can't even try to begin to explain, you understand? You're like, what am I fighting with? Like, I'm not fighting with anyone. Like, it's a shout of joy, literally. Or they're like, maybe they are, you know, maybe it's going crazy, but yeah, at the same time, you know, I'm still, so literally that was then. So now, like, I have my own space, I have my own time to like eat and everything, so I don't get this kind of like disturbance in the sun. I know that when we start to game, this if you know me as far, I know, but you know, we're not outside the dubies. I just to play it out, like, you know, trying with my babe and all that. Okay, also, by this time, I'm going to be doing, like, let's say I'm making from like 6 to like level. So we have some breaks in between. Between the times, they actually matter, you know, so it's like you have like 10 minutes break in between the game. Like, what's up? How are you doing? Respond. Are you good? You're okay, you know, like, just a simple things like just check up on people, and you understand? So like, you don't get like, you know, all this kind of, so go out there.
You don't feel that gamers are antisocial?
I mean, like, if you have, you know, truth be told here, there are a lot of people that are actually like antisocial. Yeah. Don't have to be gamer. People are like, literally just like keeping to themselves. Antisocial. Become a person that, you know, I can go out, so like, you know, have fun, enjoy myself. I will go out and have fun, enjoy myself. If that means I'll miss a game, a single game, if it's not like a tournament, then sure, why not? I mean, fine, no problem.
Awesome. So I'm going to ask this last question and we are done for the day. I'm going to ask you about your titles, the games that you've played in. Which game would you say that is the most memorable of them all? Like, which particular tournament have you played that you know that well? Like, you guys felt like so fulfilled, you guys were so excited, you guys slept like having like one very amazing time just thinking about this whole tournament that wow, you guys made it. Which tournament are you going to call that tournament? Which tournament is that for you? Tournament that gave you so much joy when you guys won or when you guys just played the tournament?
That gave me so much joy. I think I'll just probably go with maybe Leko is seriously one of them. I'm not exactly sure. It's one of them too, sure.
So why Leko though? Why
Leko?
Yeah.
It was my first one event.
Event.
Literally, you're standing there and had like that pictures of like snapping. I just came out the time and I've seen different pictures of myself. I'm like, yo, wow. I don't know when now, you understand? You know what I'm saying? So I'll go with Leko for sure.
Leko. That's so nice. That's so amazing. So thank you so much for making yourself available for this interview, and I'm really honored and glad to have you. I know that you do have a very busy schedule, not just your professional career, your other things that you are pursuing too as well, educational wise, and you know, another things too as well. So yeah, making yourself available is really an honor, and I'm really glad to have you on this episode of the Inner Circle. And again, guys, the Inner Circle is to talk about the players, to put a spotlight on them, talk about their achievements, just try to talk about their life, and for us to really understand what they are going through outside the game. It's not about competition all the time. We are looking to better understand the people that play our competition on the Inner Circle. So thank you so much for joining us on this episode. And I'm going to be catching you guys on the next episode. Thank you so much for making yourself available, my brother. Have a amazing day. Thank you so much.